When international funds indicate willingness to move into economies, especially in Africa, you want to quickly have a chunk of it, which explains this meeting of critical core international investors with Nigeria's oil minister.
Where's the focus of Nigeria? Because that was the first thing I did wrong. I took what I wanted to sell, but didn't hear what they wanted to buy. And it's something that we really have to be very conscious of when we're doing business on the continent.
He sets the tone by highlighting Nigeria's population advantage, plus opportunities in the Delta, gas to power, infrastructure, refining, and more.
Infrastructure is key. The oil sector alone has an infrastructure deficit of over $30 billion to get us to where we should be. We need to be able to supply gas sufficiently to power the entire country. And if we succeed in doing that over the next 10-year period, we will have a very booming economy. Nigeria still has the strongest economy in Africa, but we could double that. We could become, quite frankly, what America is to the entire American diaspora. We have more gas than we have oil. That's very key, because gas is going to give us the resource to power electricity to our people, resource for industry, and indeed resource for agriculture through petrochemicals. It's obvious that a private sector model to try and place infrastructure in the country is going to be very, very key. Very, very key. Government cannot fund all this, and we have to move away from that model. So we need to get back to tariffing concept, whereby you build roads, you build infrastructure for the oil industry, for whatever industry, and then have tariffs placed so that people can, quite frankly, pay the cost of rental.
Accompanied by heads of agencies in the sector, the minister was put on the spot to answer questions by the investors on sustainability of policy, government after government, naira stability, and other guarantees.
As a very interested investor, I would say that one of the concerns would be that the arrangements that are made now are able to survive other regimes or other presidents come after Mohammed.
If we deal with our border issues, deal with the smuggling issues, firm up on agriculture, firm up on production, because a key determinant of the value of the naira is obviously the sale of oil. When we did 345, we were probably averaging about $50 a barrel. Today is close to $90 a barrel. All the projections that I see until 2019 is probably anywhere between $80 and $100 a barrel, if all things remain equal. So the naira probably will firm up closer to the number that we have now, and so be able to be supported. Every policy that we put in place in the 3 years have been gazetted. We've taken them through for Executive Council. We've obtained necessary approvals. Some of them have gone through the legislative arm. Some are still going through the legislative arm. But they have been implanted. Most of the policies I've pursued, whether it is the gas flare policy, are embedded in the regulator. So whether or not I'm there, it should run as a right.
No. It's tomorrow. Economic growth is linked to policies, and for the oil sector, the federal government says it will prioritize on a case-by-case basis the ease of entry and starting business for any willing investor. From Atlanta, Georgia, Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.